your light switch in the off position, turn it on. If your light switch is in the off position, turn it on. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. To one and all, I hope everyone who comes across this message is feeling good for no reason at all. And if you're not feeling good for no reason at all, when you come across this message, it's my highest hopes in regards for you that before you leave, you will be feeling good for no reason at all. I didn't come to say much today. But the things that was bubbling and boiling inside me, I would label them as advisory precautions if we pay attention. And we really need to be paying attention at this moment in time. Not to what's going on outside of us, but what's going on inside of us. And the reason it's so important to be paying attention to what's going on inside of us is because everyone outside of us has something going on inside of them too. Why did I point that out? Because balance and more balance, self-balance is more important than anything that I can think of at this time. Because if we can stay in balance, no matter what occurs, no matter what happens, no matter what we're faced with, we'll be able to get through it as smoothly and gracefully as possible. I'm grateful for another day because each day has its own tests and challenges for us. So I'm grounded, I'm planted, and I'm rooted in this day that we have today. If you hear today, it's a gift to yourself. Today is a gift. You know, it's a gift to be present. I'm playing with words, so you have to pay attention. I use metaphors, so you have to pay attention. Find what works for you. If life ain't showed us nothing by now, our life and our life experiences should have at least showed us one thing. How to find what works for you and work it till the wheels fall off. If we haven't found what works for us concerning every area in our life, if we haven't found what works for us in a way that is beneficial for others, because it's easy to find things that works for us that cause hurt, damage, and harm to other people. But when you can find something that works for you and implement it, applicate it, and demonstrate it in your life, you become an example for all those who aren't there yet. How well do we accept criticism? The reason I asked that question because when I applied it to myself, I realized that the way that I accept criticism from others was sort of connected to how I self-criticize, or how we criticize ourselves. Usually there's an imbalance. Once you start analyzing it, usually there's an imbalance. Depending on what side the imbalance is on, may differ for each and every one of us. The question that came after that was, how often do we extend confidence? How often do we extend inspiration? How often do we extend encouragement? Usually, the way we're able to extend encouragement externally is the way that we apply it to ourselves, or not at all. How well do we accept criticism has a lot to do with how well do we pay attention. How well we pay attention has a lot to do with the type of balance that we're able to be in and carry. At some point, we all got to enhance our ability to tap in to the energy that flows through all living things, and not just think it's all about you. I can relate to that mentality. You know, for a long time, it was all about me. Loving nothing but myself till I wasn't even loving myself. At some point, we all gotta enhance our ability to tap in to a deeper state of consciousness. The universe is always finding ways to speak to us. The universe is always speaking to us. The birds right outside my window right now, because they know my vibrational frequency. The universe is always speaking to us. Why did I repeat that 3 times? Because if you ain't hear it the first time, you at least heard it the 3rd time. And that's my point. We're not always listening. We're too distracted, distracted. If your light switch in the off position, turn it on. I spoke of paying attention. I spoke of balance. Because we're in spiritual warfare, whether we recognize it or not. Spiritual warfare is real. So this is a reminder for us to be conscious. Not only be conscious, but be aware. Because being conscious don't mean you're aware. You're aware. And being aware don't mean that you're conscious. And it sounds tricky because it is. Spiritual warfare is real, so we need to be conscious and we need to be aware of what we're being conscious of. What we're taking, and what I mean by that is, what are we taking in? What are we taking in? Because what we taking in is going to determine how well we watching what we eat. Because this ain't no time to let nothing block our ascension. Watch out for arguments. You know, it's without going into planetary placements and astrology and all that, I'm going to just give warnings to what's going on planetarily. Watch out for arguments. That's the reason why I spoke of paying attention and balance. Watch out for arguments. Because if you're in an argumentative place in yourself, an external situation gonna find itself to attach to you, and you'll find yourself in an argumentative situation. This ain't no time to be fighting with nobody or nothing about nothing, unless we fight within ourselves for the victory that we need to have mastery over ourselves. Be in movement with your emotions. Know what your emotions are doing. Watch your anger. For those who have anger management problems, self-management is, part of self-management is anger management. Do whatever it takes to tap into higher states of consciousness, higher aspects, higher portions, higher parts of you. And remember your cosmic self. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Thanks for the likes, shares, subscribe, new subscribers, comments. Those who donate, thank you for your donations. I appreciate it. Feel good for no reason at all. Love, family. Salud to God.